time for another server video. This time of this thing, which is everything related to the low-end radio stuff. And you can see it's got, in addition to the boot disk, that's here, which is just some random thing that exists, it has a 1.5 terabyte drive and a 1 terabyte drive. Both of these are SATA 3 gigabit per second disks. Neither one of them is particularly full, but I think we can do better than SATA 3 gigabit per second. And in fact, I know I can, because right here I have a giant stack of 2 terabyte drives, all of different types. And I'm going to use these to replace all the drives in there, and I'm going to go from only having, I guess, 3 drives in the system to having all 6 populated. So, this is going to have to be done piecemeal, because I can't just pull the existing drives out, so I'm going to put in 3 new drives first. Well, I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. It had 2 thumb screws on it. Here's one of them. Where's the other one? Ah, there it is. Out in the outer bands of the Kuiper belt. Not really sure how that managed to happen. It just flew off of there. So now I gotta find a way to get that. Alright, so now, with the cover taken off, we can see inside. I should probably get like a duster can and clean this. And I think I'm gonna see if I can find a twist tie to tie that to something so that way it doesn't pop out like that, because I want stuff to be out of the way of that fan. So, anyway, I've done my disk rearrangement. I moved the boot drive up here, so that way it's out of the way, so I've now got 5 bays here to use. Unfortunately, I've only got 4 of these things, because one of them, when I got this case, was broken, so this is what we're stuck with, having to deal with using. So one of those drives is going to need screws. Fortunately, I've got enough screws. There's also extra SATA cables in this case, and conveniently enough, 3 extra SATA power connectors to go there. So now that I've knocked my screws where I can't get them, let's go ahead and install 3 new drives. Alright, we're jam-packed in there. You can see all the cables. I think everything is cabled up as it should be. So let's press power. Blue LED fan. Here's a beep. And let's see. I don't think this thing has got auto login enabled. Let's boot into something. Is it booting to the right thing? That's the question. Yes, it does have auto login enabled, which means that my VMs are going to auto start, and I really don't want them to. Okay, taking a look here, it looks like those are our existing 2 disks. Wow, 0 hours powered on. That's amazing. Wonder if it wrapped around or something, but nope. Looks like that one's good. That one's got a few more hours, but still not bad. And these are all SATA 6 gigabit per second drives. Good. So let me go ahead and, oops. I want to run disk park here. Here's all our disks. And you can see which ones I need to erase. We're going to make sure that we select the right ones. That's 2 terabytes. Dump it. And then I'm going to do the same thing for all the rest of those, and I'll open up disk management and reformat them. Okay, we got what we want. We might as well make these all GPT, since they're just going to be used in this machine anyway. do our little format thing and do the same thing for all the rest of these. So with that done, now I need to move the actual virtual machines. This one is going to stay on number 1, but I'm going to have to move it anyway, since it has to come off of that. And hopefully that doesn't take 600 years in order to do. It probably will. And I don't have any real way to monitor what it's doing. Alright, several hours later, that transfer's done. Not that I expected it wouldn't take several hours. I should be able to shut this off. Replace the rest of the drives. Alright. There are the new drives. It's amazing how hot these things can get. That's almost too hot to touch. It's not even a Seagate drive. Alright. I could probably put a fan there in the front. And maybe I'll do that at some point. So once again, it should auto log in, assuming it's booting from the correct drive, which it looks like it is. I'll have to update that core temp program at some point as well. Okay, here's our drives. Now, I get to play the fun game of moving these back. Except this might not be as bad. Because I'm moving one set to disks and they're all say to 6 gigabit per second. I think. I actually should probably look at that. Those are 6. Yep, that's 6 and that's 6. So yes, those are all say to 6 gigabit per second. So it might be a little faster. Might. I guess we'll find out. Wow. I don't think there's any way it should be taking that long. But since it is, and I don't have that kind of time, I'm going to close the video with that. It's pretty much over anyway. There's not much else to see. Like, the only thing I'd do is run a script to start the virtual machines and shut off the video anyway, so not much to see. You can assume that it all worked, or that if it didn't work, then it wasn't really anything that was worth seeing anyway. So, thanks for watching. If you got any comments, feel free to leave them below.